State Bar Council is created and constituted under Section 3 of Advocates Act 1961. Bar associations as a society are registered under the Society Registration Act. The term of the office bearers of such bar associations are generally 1 year. So, whenever the election of office bearers is held, certain doubts, disputes, complaints, and objections are bound to crop up. Then the question is before us, okay, who is the competent authority to settle and such disputes finally and has jurisdiction to do so. For this purpose, I am here to refer certain provisions of law so that a position may clearly emerge out. Before proceeding further, I must submit an observation made by a bench of 7 judges of Honorable High Court in a PI case with regard to Zila Adivakta Sangh that purity in electoral process must be maintained so that fair and transparent elections may take place. Further, it held that pollutants and taints must be free and they should not come in. So, the question now is how such disputes and complaints and objections are resolved. I submit as under. Thank you. Namaskar. I am N.K. Agarwal, civil lawyer. The provisions of Advocates Act 1961 provides under Section 6 the powers of State Bar Council, while Section 25 of Advocates Act deals with the matters relating to the disputes of the election of office bearers of bar association. And this Section 25 clearly holds and says that it is the prescribed authority or the registrar under the Societies Registration Act who are entitled to decide such disputes. So, by virtue of provisions of this Act, Society Registration Act, it is clear that the registrar and the prescribed authority are the real authority to decide such disputes. Advocates Act, there is no provision in Advocates Act, either Section 6 or Advocate Welfare Fund Act, which may authorize the State Bar Council to decide and settle such disputes. In a recent case decided by Honorable High Court by two honorable judges as follows. I read a paragraph of their judgment. Please listen to it carefully. In the aforesaid backdrop, all the facts and circumstances, the case law as well as the provisions of law cited before us and referred to in the judgment, we are of the considered opinion that the UP Bar Council has no role to play in the holding of elections of the Bar Association, a society which is registered under the Society Registration Act. Further, it is held, it is said, Bar Association of whatsoever name it is called is independent of the control of State Bar Council or Bar Council of India. Model by laws or model guidelines will not take away the power of the registrar or the prescribed authority appointed under the Society Registration Act with regard to conduct of selections and settlement of election disputes. State Bar Council or Bar Council of India cannot step into the shoes of the prescribed authority in the colorable exercise of powers under the Advocates Act 1961 or State Bar Council or the Bar Council of India rules, claiming jurisdiction, power, or authority for holding of transparent and fair elections. Holding of annual, transparent, and fair elections is the duty of the office bearers of the Bar Association, who are required to hold elections within a period of 1 year, and in case of their failure to do so, the same has to be held under the direction of the registrar appointed under the Society Registration Act, who may, in his wisdom, constitute an elder committee for this purpose. Thus, it is very much clear that only the registrar or the presiding authority will decide this dispute. Thank you very much.